Well, good afternoon and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids. Now today, as you can see, I've got a couple of Phalaenopsis plants in front of you, and I'm going to do a little experiment on them regarding the feed and also the compost that I plant them in. Now, as you know, Phalaenopsis are the world's most abundant potted orchid, and they can grow quite quickly with a good fertiliser regime. Now, if you fertilise these heavily, you can expect, or you should expect, better growth and better blooming. But you must ensure that the plants receive at least 50% of calcium and nitrate in the mix. Now that's very, very important. Now a lot of growers use calcium carbonate in the form of small aggregate pieces, but it doesn't work as well because the plants don't take this up very easily, and this is because the calcium carbonate is insoluble. It's slightly soluble in cold water, but I don't presume any of you feed your plants with cold water. But if you're used in a spray, it will leave a residue on your leaves and making them look quite unsightly, and which could block up the stomatopores to stop the plant really breathing. Right, we'll take one of these plants out and plant it in bark, and we'll take the other one out and plant it in sphagnum, because as you know, sphagnum can have a very low toxicity on the plant. Right, the little experiment I'll do is I'll take these out of the plant one in bark, plant the other one in sphagnum, and on one of the plants, and I'm not sure which one, might be the one in bark, I'll use more calcium and nitrate in one of them, plus Epsom salts and seaweed extract, and I'll do it in a ratio of 100 parts per million calcium nitrate, 25 parts per million of Epsom salts, and I'll make the rest up to near 175, 200 with seaweed extract. And in the other one, which will be the sphagnum, I'll just use straightforward rain mix on them, and I'll keep an eye on to see which does best. We'll take this out of its pot. There's none of these plants have a spike on them, so we'll see how quick a spike does develop on them. This one is one of my many Bellina greens. I have a few of those. So we'll take this out of this pot. Get it all cleaned up in a bit. Just been watered these a couple of days ago. And I'll take the other one out of its pot, which is a Phalaenopsis Ching Shin Fly Eagle, one at 180. What I don't know. Let's have a look at this one. I don't mix the labels up. This is in a little bit of sphagnum. These roots look absolutely beautiful. So we'll just clean it up from all this bark because it doesn't adhere to it. But the roots don't adhere to it. Like I say, one or two bits want cutting off, so we'll chop off any bad roots. Just a little one there, just on the end of a good root. Take all the bits of moss off. There's nothing else there. It needs chopping off. Plenty of nice new root growth. And you can see. So we'll put this in the. I think we'll put this in the sphagnum, seeing as it had a bit of sphagnum already. Right, that's that one cleaned up. We'll just clean up. This one's pretty clean, so no roots need cutting off on that one. Alright, let's clear the table and make way for repotting. Mix the feed up that I'm going to try on them. And this is straight from the RO water, and it's 3, so we'll not do that. So what I want to do now is put some calcium nitrate in up to 100. Now, this calcium nitrate has melted. But it's in liquid form and it's very, very strong. So I'll just put just a touch in there. Get rid of there. Oh, I can't find me. Oh, here we are. Give it a turn, take a reading on that. This is RO water with some warm water put in as well. So this one is now on . You see, I put what did I put in there? A couple of drops of that calcium nitrate, and it's on 298. So you can tell how strong that is. So I've got to mix another lot, or empty some of this out and put more water in. Well, I've emptied a lot of water out, put fresh water in, and it's now on. I don't believe it. It's dead on 100. So that's fine. So now I want 25. Is it 25? Yeah, I want 25 parts per million of Epsom salts. Put a bit of Epsom salts in here. Put a bit in at a time. Give that a good mix. And hopefully they're somewhere near. Yeah, it's a little bit more than that. That's 132. So that means I've put 32, 33 more in it now, 33 more, so that's alright. And then they make the rest up to about, no, close to 200 with some seaweed. Whoops, I might have put it over 200. But it doesn't matter. We're not to 10 or 20 parts per million, are we? And this one is now three, 229. Oh, that'll do me. That's fine. We're not going to hurt anything with that. So we'll put that away. put this down. Well, seeing I'm going to plant one up in sphagnum, and I'm going to use it on one of the plants, I might as well soak the sphagnum in the stuff as well. I'll leave that to soak for a minute, and then come back to you. Right, while the sphagnum is soaking up that feed I've put it in, we'll plant the one that's not going to be in sphagnum. Not trimming any of these roots. I might put one or two of the aerial roots in there with it. That seems to fit very nicely. The trouble is trying to fill it up because the leaves are so big. We'll do our best, we'll put them in this way, give it a good pattern. And this plant is just going to get the rain mix. And I better make a note of that or else I'll forget. Then we can come back in a bit and see if there is any difference between the two. Get some under these roots here. So I'm going to have to put them in one at a time. Now we're getting there now. Yep, that will do. That'll do nicely for that. So we'll put the label back in that one, which is the Bellina. Right, we'll clear the table and do the other one. Right, I've mixed the sphagnum's fine now, so we need to pack this a little bit, I think, in between the roots. I'll put a little bit of perlite in there as well. It'll be interesting to see this when it, see if it does make any difference to feeds. Right, just wrap a little bit more around both sides. Put it in the pot. You can see when I got this how bad the leaves were. Look at them. That's terrible. But we'll see how this goes now. Don't pack it in too tightly. There we are. To lean over a little bit that way. Just do it that way. Yeah, that's better. seem to take an awful lot of sphagnum, these 12cm pots. There we are, that's one done. What's the label? The tying fly eagle. Let's see how that goes on now in the new mix. So where's the other plant? So there are the two plants, this one in bark, the Bellina green, and this one in sphagnum. So we know the one in sphagnum is the one with the mix in. I'm just hoping, look at that leaf that came with it. Hasn't died off yet, but I'm just leaving it because this new one has grown. Looks like it's had a little bit of scale on it there. Anyhow, that's it. So thanks very much for watching, and thanks to all my subscribers, and until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye.